My name is Makayla Block. Today is March 29th, and the time is 9:33 a.m. We are here at Harry's residence, and I am interviewing Harry Baker, who was born on October 9th, 1920, in Madison, Wisconsin, and served in World War II and between the years 1942 and 1980. Harry Baker was a lieutenant colonel in the Army and served as a forward observer. This interview is sponsored by the Bell Tower Memorial. So, Harry, did you join the Army directly after high school?
Well, when I entered college, it was required that I join the ROTC as required by the land grant given to Michigan State College. All men had to serve 2 years of military training. So that's when I started.
Okay. So I was able to read your 17-page service biography that you wrote. When did you write that, and why did you decide to write that?
I wrote that about 50 years ago. No, 50 years after getting out of the war, because up to that time, I didn't want to talk about the war. I was glad to be free of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So after you left the ROTC program, what was your first assignment?
I was assigned to the Field Artillery School at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where they had adequate ranges to fire the explosives. So I was an artillery officer at Fort Sill.
How did you get to England when you were assigned to England?
We had trained at that time, the 76th Division, and trained at now Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, and went to Camp Miles Standish, near Boston, to be processed to overseas. We then moved the next day to the Boston Navy Yard and took our orders within the ship, waiting for embarkment.
Okay. Do you remember what you were first thinking when you docked in England?
Well, what I was first thinking, Kayla, was the next morning we embarked on a Sunday night, went to bed, and the next morning we were on high seas. And I directly remember that I said goodbye to my country without seeing it. And it has disturbed me ever since. We shipped out of Boston during the night. Everybody was sleeping. So I couldn't about
How did you protect yourself from the harsh weather since it was very cold in England?
when we were housed very, very nicely by the British people when we got there, because when we got to England, we outfitted for the war. We picked the cannon, all the trucksmen, ready for the war to happen. At that time, had winter clothing, take the east. In English weather, which was not so bad as the continental.
Mm-hmm. Were you able to keep that winter gear throughout your?
No. I mean, the hard children wearing clothing that was supplied to us. There was what it would be.
So I know you mentioned you had some experience with K rations. Can you tell me what K rations are?
K rations are emergency food which was in the shape of a carton of egg almost, and completely wax bound to keep it fresh. That's fish. The interior gets in eggs, scrambled eggs, with both canned cheese, and 4 cigarettes, 4 or 5 pieces of toilet paper, and all this is handed out when the food was set up under the food due to combat conditions.
Is that what you ate most throughout your service?
Mostly we had food that was set up from the where what was called a Marmite can, which was the service type of vessel, and was hot food for the camp. When the combat conditions are so bad, they handed out K rations.
So I know you mentioned in your biography that you moved to the town of Alsdorf. How did you feel knowing that the Germans were so close to you at that time?
One of your jeeps as with which you're moved, the riding, the assistant driver, the man in the right-hand seat was always a target for snipers. So the first was shot in the Germans because they could catch us in combat. Felt like scared.
Yeah, sure, sure. So you mentioned a lot that you were a leader to a bunch of people within your group. How did you ensure that your command was successful?
As a commander, you have things that tell us what's going on. If people decide to absolutely not leave, they risk going into the prison. And they catch them. This is no way to stop them if they decide to go.
Mm-hmm. What were some of your duties as a commander?
I think this to protect them. All things going to attack. Lack of food, lack of medical care, lack of good sound. One of the duties was to get mail to them. It's very important in combat conditions. Well,
there was obviously a lot of hard times. What did you do? What did you keep in mind to get yourself through those hard times?
I think the main thing was that it was never, it was very cold to build. In fact, it's a ocean that was very years. Ocean, they open and throwing around. Finally, the soldier was big enough, you could dig into the soldiers, give it a body so to get out again, sleep.
Sure. Do you have any stories where there may have been like a difficult time or mistake that you were able to like recover?
I find it hard to answer because the only restaurants is that and the state could not have been so bad that I'm here interviewing.
All right. Did you see any of your unit mates or other people you met during service after coming home? Okay.
Divisions and meetings, divisions of specified cases after the war. They call them conventions. The division people. That's the end of the comrades. And God, I did not see any of my man. Based on other comrades division. They're really impersonal. And we're welcome to see them alive.
Did you suffer from any injuries or sicknesses during your service?
As the contracted jaundice water. They want the hospital. Went to a electric station up in a field housing. General hospital. I scored to a warm bed. Can't tell you how good that was. Can you believe that sheets froze? Just to take care of it.
Can you tell us more about that hospital?
The house itself is put in former French fort. Climbing steps for infantry. Climbing step is built into the fort for the men to step up on fire and step out. They converted that into a general hospital. Sister lunchroom.
How many people that were at that hospital? Do you have any stories, interesting stories from when you were in service overseas?
They've been bombed out, but it was connected with the boat bridge. Later on, when we became ambulatory, we can go across that boat bridge to the canteen where we had food and conversations with me. It was alarming in some cases. There was this one man went to the bar to get his lunch, and when he turned around, he had a facelift. His head had been protected by a tight helmet to allow the face to burn, but protected the head. So there was this officer whose nose had been burned off, and he had the face lights open. His head had been protected by the helmet. he was the option that it's certain.
How was your experience coming back on the Queen Mary?
There were so many troops aboard that the 8 and 12-hour shifts. If you were breakfast at 8 in the morning, you were at dinner at 8 at night. Remember, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. Your dinner was 7 o'clock at night. It cost the time between 3 days, 17 hours. So, one of these bad it seems. It's a long time between meals. I also was in that view of the ship that many of our engineers carved their initials in the railings, which were made of wood. Almost so with an American activity, except to our surprise, a steamship line there covered all those carbons with glass so they could be preserved for further use.
So can you tell me about the Army Reserves?
So the purpose, of course, was always to have personnel available when the wars came up. That's where I got my own commission. And the law was organized library stuff. The subjects, tourism, ordnance, signaling, automotive, medical, and all those subjects were studied by male correspondents. And that way you could qualify for promotion within the reserves. So I stayed in the reserve for 24 years. I was able to do that because of the company. I was transferred to 7 different states and it was picked up different students. Most I teaching each of them 24 years.
Do you have anything that from your time in service that I haven't asked you about that you would want to share?
Yes. Our mail service was terrible because we were funded for the activity was, and they couldn't get the mail to us from my wife. And when I did get it, I would get 12 or 13 letters. Very confusing because you couldn't read one and she was talking about. So she devised a number of activity and wanted to pick the lowest number and then input line. She was talking. It was a very important thing.
So did you ever go back to college after?
Yes, I had been married before everyone schemes. We had a family. I went back to school in 1940. Pardon me, 1947. Finished my academic and go to the radio clinics.
Did you have a career field that you wanted to go into before you knew you were going to go into?
I was a child of the terrible 1930s depression and couldn't get a job. Jumped into that job and took it. like today, when people don't want to work. But I had no feeling that, when chemistry in college and I could in chemistry, like it never came to this.
Can you tell me more about your life?
Well, wonderful person. She was president of the Charlotte College. This is the several chapters. She made a speech and on occasion she was able to service. She really was each other. I've come in one day and one of the children showed about the same way the legs so we could move other parts of the body. And it's the first and only time I'm there to understand.
How did it feel coming home and seeing your wife? Were you guys married after?
Not married before, but love children. Once we met in Chicago. My two twins in Chicago. For the first to see me, I asked my brother to live. She said, well, folks, and the kids told me, that's me. Please repeat the name Okachi. What kind of name is that? Having come from the wife. But, that's what we stayed for a year until I went to college.
So you said that you didn't have children until after. Did you have children?
Me, my first child was born on the 6th. Two daughters who graduated from school.
What is one of your favorite memories that you have from your childhood?
When I first saw my wife was in the war because I was on a small target and I didn't get I got to get in the way, didn't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing my public against them. And of course, the world. In the city of Bournemouth, they had palm trees on the beach. Citizens of palm trees in England. That was because the Japanese current came through on the ocean and brought the water pieces. Palm trees straight.
Yeah.
Cold.
So can you tell me more about what a forward observer does?
Forward observer is observing all of the inlet to targets of the enemy, such as troops, food concentrations, convoys, and suspected as an ally action he survived the meeting up in the driver. I'm saying true concentration, giving commands to the England version, transfers them to the cabin back to the room. We went first to our children. It's so gentle. Sometimes he's before the imagery, sometimes he's before. All depending on where the eyebrow is. So you're able to see him.
Do you have any advice that you would give to the people of this generation?
There's times to know how much you are in your country and so many things to criticize our community. Telling the patients, Germany will sleep. So demanding to be freedom from patient trying very hard to maintain our freedom to speak and to write. And
what was it like marching through Belgium in the winter? I know we mentioned a little bit, but
march forward. Point in heaven. Life of the baby. In the attack. Or being
can you tell me about the time when you heard about
as my wife and my husband movie useless. Streets were filled with newspaper news, screaming about what happened in heaven for the Japanese. We are college students and none of us knew Pearl Harbor was. It was just an island somewhere. Somebody said out in the Pacific. Turned out it was many neighborhoods. Aircrafts, machine shops, troops, warships, and sleep attack came out of 70 and 7 o'clock. The base was quiet. Caught the Japanese absolutely unaware around. This is surprisingly, which belongs to 2400. The Navy and caused us to be able to.
Do you have anything else you would like to share?
Thank you for this special meeting. I'll think of some things I forgot to tell you, but I don't have time today.
One more question. Did you meet any of the Belgian people when you were there?
sister, Belgian housewife from stayed one afternoon in the stable. The stable warm as the cows were there. Prior to the snows, his house was out in the woods, picking twigs. She wrapped with string. She started the fires in the kitchen. She started the fire. It was no electricity. It was just cast iron stoves. Which they put in the house. That's what we put.
That's really interesting.
New girls just turn yes.
Yep.
Later.
Yep, that's all we do now. Do you have any other stories?
I think of it this afternoon, tomorrow. Enjoy it.
No, not right now.
But I thank you for the time. Created me. Yeah, I'm sure success with our effort.
What would you say was your biggest lesson that you learned?
We heard it tonight. So many basic methods they do killing by bullets. They had combat regiments beside the person living in terrible state. Also, surprised how much the human body can use.
How was life after the war different than from when you were at home?
My nation shows material things. So there are no shoes. There were shoes. Our way of life was fashion. And so few goods that they had to develop a rationing system. So people could fair activity to get food, running, clothes, lingerie, clothes, cars, butter, meat, pretty scarce. Unless the election system came into effect. So an opportunity to have something others were recorded, taken out the market, and then none was good. So the rest of the system felt limited.
You've been in Wisconsin ever since you came, or ever since you moved to Waukesha?
Recovery and we moved to 5,000 states. Storage. Came to my new office, like she wanted to
In closing, this has been an interview of Harry Baker regarding his service in World War II. My name is Makayla. The time is 10:08 a.m. Thank you for agreeing to do this interview, and most importantly, thank you for your service.
Thank you. To do what you can.